Shalom. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning in some places, Israel. How you doing? Big Nez back here. Just want to share some words, some testimony with you, but I can't do it without giving up to the one and only. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Kal Halala Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. It's been like 6 days since I posted a video, so it's not that I didn't want to post a video. It's just sometimes, like it was Feast of Tabernacles last week. It's like everyone's doing, some people are doing the Day of Atonement. Might have been a few days ago for them. As long as everybody's doing it, it's a beautiful thing. But the Day of Atonement the Day of Atonement was really good. But Feast of Tabernacles was really good for me because, like I didn't have I'm not with a camp or anything, so I wasn't able to go out and sleep in a tent. You know what I mean? I slept on my floor in my living room. And it's funny, anyone who knows me, I always lay on the floor anyway, but it was uncomfortable, right? It was real uncomfortable, and I was like, man, I'm trying to get my big old body down there, and I'm like, man, my hip and knee hurting in this mud, and I got my cat, I got Bernie Mac, and Mac is all curled up with me, you know what I mean, and he's laying next to me, and I'm like, all right, I can do this, but we're supposed to rehearse the acts, the holy acts. We're supposed to rehearse them, and that's just something that really took me because. We've all had our share of what we've gone through, but that was something that, it brings you down, and, the Bible says the meek shall inherit the earth. Like, so we have to be, as much as we know we are the hopeful elect, right? As much as we know that eventually we're going to be the head and not tail like we are now. Everything that we know and that we believe, that we are the precious ones. We are His chosen people. But we have to go through all this from what our ancestors did, from what we did in our past lives. So we have to go through these things. Sleeping on the floor is nothing. You know what I mean? After like day 2, I was like, you know what I mean? So, but the thing is though, is that, for me saying that is that, a lot of brothers have been talking about it, and it hit me real hard because that's what I was like being ministered to, is that we have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, right? So it's like we have to sit back and realize that all these things are happening right now. I mean, like everyone's been talking about it. Facebook and Instagram's down. Like, y'all didn't know what to do. Me and the prophet, we were laughing about it. We thought it was funny, I said, listen, nobody can, like, they can't tell no lies for 5 hours. Like, can't nobody lie for 5 hours. Like, that was a beautiful thing. I didn't have to hear nobody lying for 5 hours or making it tell the world that they're upset about something they don't care about. It was beautiful. But let's think about it like this, right? We know the famine of the word's coming, right? I'm going to make sure I get that too. The famine of the word is coming, so I got to open up my phone. But the thing is, though, is that, what happens when we can't get, I'm going to talk about this before, but let's think about it again, is that what happens if we can't go on here and watch studies? You know what I mean? What if we can't go on here and figure out, what we're going to do? Amos 8:11, behold, the days come, saith the Lord God, the Lord Yahweh, our power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of the bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro and seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. Do you believe that? You believe that? Yes. Listen, we also can't be the type of believers that we pick and choose what we believe in this book. Right? We can't sit here and say, well, I believe John 3:16, but it's like, do you believe it? Do you believe that the world is Israel? Do you believe that, Isaiah 45:17 is the precept to that? Like, do you believe that? I tell people about the 12 tribes, but they say I'm in a cult, but they don't believe it because they don't read the scriptures. They don't read Exodus 1. They don't go to Revelation where they talk about the 12 gates for the 12 tribes of Israel. They don't talk about Matthew 15 and 24. You know what I mean? So they don't believe in it because they don't read it. But do you believe this? What happens when he turns it off? What happens when he turns everything off? Well, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What we gonna do? We gotta hold fast. We have to hold fast to what we know. All right? Let's read that one more time, because that's heavy. Behold, the days come. They're coming. Days. No number, no nothing. We're going to just stay on this today. No numbers, no nothing. Saith the Lord, Yahweh our power, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, but we know that's coming too. Nor thirst for water. We know that's coming too. But of hearing the words of the Lord. And they shall wander from sea to sea, from the east coast to the west coast, from the north to the south. They're going to be going everywhere looking for this. From the north even to the, I'm sorry, I said it too, but from the north even to the east, they shall run to and fro. They're going to walk and they can't find it. The people going to start running, trying to find it. They ain't going to be able to find it. All right, to seek the word of the Lord and shall not find it. That's heavy. In that day, let's go to 13. In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint from thirst. We're going to faint from not having the word. We're going to faint from not being able to hear the prophets. We're going to faint. They would be like, did the word come back? No, word's still gone. God dog it. Shut down Instagram. Shut down Facebook. I don't know if any of this stuff's back up. A lot of people have been saying that certain banks are having issues too. And this is something that we need to think about, right? Now, back to the Feast of Tabernacles is that, I want to make sure I get another scripture here for you guys in regards to things that we should be thinking. These are things we should be pondering on. These we should be meditating on. All right. So, Second Esdras 16 and 40. All right. And Second Esdras is really all about like the end. You know what I mean? Like really what's going to be going down in the end, right? O people, the Second Esdras 16 and 40. O people, hear my word. Make you ready to take thy battle, and in those evils be upon pilgrims, be as pilgrims upon the earth. Now we know good and doggone well what the pilgrims did. Pilgrims had a horse and a cart. They had their kids. They were dressed stupid, and they were walking around here, going back and forth, campfires, sleeping in tents, all the above. All right. So I mean, like we watch movies like Book of Eli and all that. And it's like, We just don't think about it. Like, well, that'll never happen. Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, all these movies. And we just don't think about it. But the scriptures clearly tell us that these things are going to come to pass. You know, we're just talking about, I was talking about the word not being there. So imagine you not being able to have the word, and then at the same time, there's no food for real, there's no bread for real, and everyone, and as the brothers say all the time, all hell's breaking loose, because we all know that hell. Listen, we're in the days of like ultimate segregation, right? Like, we already know we're the children of Israel. We already know we're supposed to be separate. So we're not of the world. So we don't give a damn what the other nations say. We don't care about that. But you got people who are like pro getting the devil's nut juice shot in their face, and then you have people who don't want it. I don't want your ejaculate on me. There's other people who do. Take it right in the face, ready to go get 2 or 3 more loads, right? And they're warring against each other, you know, and it's like everything that's been so powerful back in the day, it's all becoming dog doo-doo, right? You got women actually coming back to the fact that they like need and want a man. There are sisters out here that are like pissed off from the whole women's lib movement. They're like, yo, I didn't want to go out and get a job. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mother. And it's like, that's too late. That's the women's fault. When every time men was like, shut up and get in the kitchen and go in there and handle your business, no, I'm gonna go get a job. Then y'all started wearing pants. When you put on them pants, you started putting on all the responsibilities that men had to deal with. That fell on y'all. So ladies, that's on you. Your people did that to you. But once again, all orchestrated by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. It's all orchestrated. Everything has to come back full circle. All right. Now, let's get 2nd Esdras 16. All right. Let's read this. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair, bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. This place is gone. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? The Most High sending the sword. We all know what. What's Esau's blessing? Esau's blessing is that sword. We all know what. That's warfare. All right? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Most High is talking that talk right now. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is it? And what is he that may drive them away? He's like telling you, like, listen, I'm gonna send a sword. Y'all, who gonna stop it? I'm gonna send fire. Who's gonna be able to put out the fire? I'm gonna send disease. Who's gonna stop the disease? Who's gonna do that? Let me go back. We can throw in there. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. We're talking about 3 things that bring death. And the Most High got the biggest body count of them all. People walking around there thinking that we watch John Wick 1, 2, and 3. Guess what? Most High kills those people in the blink of his eye. That's nothing. I kill, I heal, I won't. Oh, let's get that. Because I want to make sure that that everybody gets it, all right? I kill, I make alive. Deuteronomy 32 and 39, all right? Deuteronomy 32 and 39, let's get it. See now, Deuteronomy 32, 39. See that now even I. Like he's like, me and only me, all right? Am he, and there's no God with me. That means that I'm here by myself. So that whole Trinity garbage that people walking around talking about, oh, I believe in the Trinity. There is no Trinity. It's stupid. That's what Esau made to try to keep more of our people in the dark. And when you hear that woe means destruction. And those people got a big woe coming down on their head. We've already started reading 2nd Esdras, but that's about it. All right, hold on. All right, Deuteronomy 32, 39. See now that I am he. There is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any, that can deliver out of my hand. You can't do nothing about it. You can't do nothing about it. You can't, there's nothing that can be done. All right, let's get back to 2nd Esdras, all right? Let's get back to 2nd Esdras 16. Hold on, let me get that. I mean, like, this is, like, we're talking about some heavy times coming up here, y'all. All right? Okay, and I left at 6. 2nd Esdras 16 and 6. May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood? These are all questions. Like, who are you and what are you going to do? Or, may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it has begun to burn? Like, when the fire hits, who's going to be able to stop the fire? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? We talked about that before, right? What do the arrows represent? When the prophets were seeing the visions that Yahweh Bashim Shai was showing them, they didn't have the things that we have now to explain. Oh man, yeah, you know what it looked like? Man, it looked like a can opener. Oh yeah, can opener, got it. You understand it now. No, an arrow. What did we say that was in Psalms 91? About that arrow that flies at night. That arrow is a missile. All right? Okay? So, 2nd Esdras 16 and 7. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? These are all questions. The mighty hand, Lord, sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from wrath, and who is it that may quench it? He's saying it again. Like you can't tell me this. You can't tell me that Yahweh's not a black man. That's a black man saying the same thing to you over and over again. That's like, you know how you be, how your uncles and them be out there talking that at the cookout and stuff. Nigga, what you gonna do? Nigga, if I get up, I slap you in the face, nigga, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You ain't gonna do nothing about it. You ain't. You a punk. You ain't gonna do nothing about it. Man, listen, boy, if I get up, I'm gonna pick you up and I'm gonna slap you, and I'm gonna hit you with my weak hand. I'm gonna hit you with my weak hand because I'm right-handed. If I hit you with my right hand, I'm knock you out. I'm gonna hit you with my left hand. Because if I hit you with my left hand, you might not go to sleep so quick. That's what Yahweh was doing right now. He's like, nigga, what? I said, that fire, who gonna stop it? I said, these plagues, what y'all gonna do? You can't do nothing about it. I got the biggest body count of them all. All right? And boom, 2nd Esdras 16 and 10. He shall cast lightnings, and whom shall not fear? He shall thunder, and whom shall not be afraid? Now let's keep it a buck. All right? That thunder and that lightning hit, you know, good and doggone well. You be like, ugh. Remember growing up, your grandma would be like, get away from the window and turn everything off. Like, man, you turn everything off, unplug the radio, everything. You've been straight darkness. Looking at the window, and all you see is light that's so bright that you jump, and then you'd hear, boo, oh, and then what your grandma and them tell you? What people should say? Oh, God's up in heaven bowling. What? But that's what you told kids, so they wouldn't be afraid. But your house up there, like, you better be afraid of me. Because it ain't like he don't kill children. He gonna kill children. The Most High is not a respecter of person. That means old or young, male or female. He don't care. When it's time to go, you out of there. Who can deliver thee from my hand? Nobody. All right, let's see. Let's get to 11. All right, 2nd Esdras 16:11. And the Lord shall threaten, and whom shall not be utterly beaten into powder at his presence. Powder. Remember, you seen baby powder, baking soda. What else is powdery? Booger sugar. People, we don't do no booger sugar. We in the truth. We don't do no drugs. But I'm saying anything that's powder, corn flour, cornmeal. You can make a fried chicken or with a fried fish. That's what people are going to be turned into, powder. That means there's nothing. From the dust we come to the dust we are. That's all we are, is dust with a spirit in us. That's it. We got a good spirits in us, and some got bad spirits in us. Some of the hopeful elect that read this word and try to teach it and everything else, and there's all of them that try to receive it and move forward, and then there's other people that don't, that just deny it. But they have their rewards coming to them too. All right. 12. The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea arises up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, which means that they're huge and angry and powerful, and the fishes thereof also. So the fishes in there are big and powerful too, before the Lord and before the glory of his power. So they're just like, everything is in awe of the presence of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. In the presence of him, everything's in awe. The water's in awe, the fish in the water are in awe, the trees are in awe, the people are supposed to be in awe, but we ain't afraid of the Most High. We are not afraid of the Most High. Man, listen, I seen the scripture today that it hit me like a shot, man. And I gotta find it to you. It's in the book of Sirach, the book of Sirach. Ecclesiasticus 18 and 27. Listen to this one. This one is hard body karate right here. A wise man will fear in everything, and in the day of sinning he will beware of offense, but a fool will not observe time. Okay. This is what I should have started with. This is the main thing I wanted to speak on, but let the Spirit be the Spirit. Okay. A wise man fearing everything, right? What did it say in Isaiah 63, right? Fear and wisdom and stability will be the. So let's get that too. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and the fear is the Most High's treasure, right? And it says, it also says that in everything we get understanding, right? But the fear of the Lord is the beginning of what? Knowledge, right? So, a wise man fear in everything. That means that if you got on your fringes, listen. When I was watching the study and one of the brothers brought out the fringes, because I had no idea we were supposed to wear them. And when it was funny too, because my spirit received that quickly. So I was like, oh yeah, you gotta wear your fringes. This is how it looks. And I'm like, that's what we're supposed to wear. You know what I mean? Like, that's incredible. Like, that's clearly a physical sign of separation. It's a physical sign. Now, there are a lot of evil dogs that still wear fringes. There's a lot of wicked people that wear fringes. And it's not that the fringes make you holy, but but in a sense, it is supposed to be holy, because let's get that too. That's number 5. That's numbers 15 and 38. Man, listen, we gonna get it today, baby. All right, hold on. We gonna get it today. All right, hold on a second. What they say? Put fringes upon our garments, right? It's numbers 15 and 38. All right, boom. Here we go. All right, bam. Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them. What did we say before bid means? Bid means command. All right? That they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations. That means this is something that's supposed to be done forever until the Most High comes back, and then still doing it. All right? Okay? On the borders of cities. Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and put upon the fringe of the borders of ribbon of blue. All right, Numbers 15:39. And it shall be upon you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord, Lord, the Most High, Yahweh, and do them, and that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which ye go a whoring. So once again, we're going right back to the basics again. You lukewarm Israelites, you still ain't got on your fringes. You ain't afraid. You ain't scared. You're not afraid. You don't care. You don't care. You go out all day. You go out and buy lattes and fish sandwiches, cheeseburgers, and napkins, and milkshakes and everything else, and you can't even go and buy some fringes and sew them on for yourself, sew them on for you and your family. This is a commandment. I'm doing my best to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. This is an easy one. But once again, let's get back to that Ecclesiasticus 18 and 27, because that's what all this is coming back around to. I know I went in Esdras because I know I was starting to talk with belief and fear and how things are going to become. But let's talk about I'm sorry, I might be all over the place today, but I'm saying, but a wise man fear in everything. If I'm going to take, let me tell you something. I sleep in my fringes. I have fringed tank tops and sleeveless shirts that I sleep in, because I'm not going to not wear them. It tells me tells that you better wear them. Listen, if the Most High tell you to do something, you're going to do, you better do it. Listen, a wise man fear in everything, and in the day of sinning he will beware of his offense. So if the wise man knows that he's going off, he's going to be afraid because he knows what can happen to him. But a fool will not observe the time. The fool don't care. The fool is not afraid. We are living in some times that are very, very cruel, because these prophecies are being fulfilled every single day. But no one's fear. No one cares. No one's afraid. No one's afraid of our Father. I kill, I heal, I kill, I make alive, I wound, I heal. We say even I, there's no God next to me. That's what it says in 2 Corinthians 16. You won't be beaten, you won't turn into powder at his presence. We need to be we really need to be afraid. And that's what Tabernacles, another thing Tabernacles taught me, was just showing me